welcome to another Madden 25 video. In this video, we're going to talk about the best animations to juke out your defender, to get by the defender, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to do them, and then at the end of the video, you guys are going to see these moves in action and how they look and how they fake out the defenders. Alright, so we're going to actually go over both the juke and the spin move, and another move that I like to do as well that I'll explain how to do in just a moment. But first up, I want you guys to see the juke move. All right, there's the juke. It's quick. There's that one, and then there's a slower one. Okay, so the quick one that you guys are going to want to use. This tip video is brought to you by MMOXP. If you're looking to build your team with some coins, you need them fast and reliable, head over there, use the link in the description, and use code PROBLEM for 5% off. Is when you hold the right trigger and you flick your analog left, that you'll get the quick one to go to the left, just like so. All right, and then if you guys want to go to the right, say you have someone in front of you, you want to go right, you do that, flick the right analog to the right or the left. That's holding the right trigger. Okay, so if you're on PlayStation, you want to make sure you're holding R2 and flicking your right analog left or right. All right, now I'm going to show you guys the juke move you don't want to do. This is without holding the trigger. You see how slow it is. It almost looks like he's off balance, and it's just not a good move. So do not use the flicking of the right analog unless you hold down the right trigger, and you're going to find that that is the rule of thumb for both the juke and the spin move. Okay, so spin move, just like the juke move, you want to hold down right trigger while you're spinning, and it looks very similar to the college football 25 spin move. Not as powerful, without abilities, of course. All right, this is what the spin move looks like if you don't hold the right trigger down. He kind of spins like without changing direction. All right, the right trigger is going to allow you, like so, to change direction. All right, now you guys are going to see the best ability in regs for running backs. It's going to be evasive. It's not in MUT just yet, but in regs, you'll have evasive. Again, the best way to use these moves is to hold the right trigger down and flick your analog to juke. Or if you guys are going to attempt the spin move, make sure you hold the right trigger, press B, and then flick your left analog the direction you want to spin. Make sure you guys are always doing that as well for the spin move. As you can see, you can change direction like so. All right, I'm going to show you guys some live clips of me using both the juke and the spin, and then combining those in clips as well, and exactly how I like to set those up. But before I do that, I want to speak on one more thing, one more move that I do like to use to set up defenders. Again, you'll see it in a clip or maybe two, but basically, right, you'll be running, hold right trigger, pull back on your analog to do this little hezzy, and then you're gonna spin out of it or juke out of it. Okay, so again, you're gonna hold right trigger, pull back on the right analog, so down, and then juke out of it. All right, it's really useful when your opponent looks like, so like what I would say would be the best way to use it. When your opponent looks like he's gonna catch you, like he's angling you off, you use this to slow down, and then once he gets even with you, you spin by him. So use it when they get even use it to get even if you think that you're running down the sideline, right? So just imagine there's a defender that is angling me off on the sideline. Let's just say we'll use number 5 as a defender, okay? So say he's right there, and say he has a good angle to cut me off. I'm gonna be going forward, use this, and then spin back to the inside of the field, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to give you guys a scenario where it works best, so you guys aren't just skipping around the middle of the field like this. Like, this is not how you want to use it. I use it on the sideline really just to set up my my opponent. All right, so again, I should have an example in the clips. Let's get to the clips now. I have a bunch of them. Let's go right to them. These are all from head-to-head online play, whether it's tournament play like this game right here. This is against Prodigy. Spin move right there with evasive on my running back. And then I have some MUT clips as well. As you guys can see here, Lamar back Getting it to my running back. Again, Mostert's the best running back in the game right now, in my opinion, because he has the quick spin move. As you guys can see, 2 of them in one play, and that's while holding the right trigger. Okay, so right there I was holding down right trigger, and then this is Regs. Back to McCaffrey, who has evasive. That was the big juke with holding right trigger, and you saw he got enough space to get up out of there. It didn't look like I had a ton of momentum, which is why it looked slow, but it still was able to get the job done. And again, you guys always want to make sure you're holding that right trigger. I can't put enough emphasis on that itself. All right trigger for all your moves this year. There's the flat pass to CMC. Again, this is Mutt, and that was me setting up with the hezzy you saw. So back on that right trigger, holding down on the right analog, and then using the spin move to make the defenders miss. And it's all situational. You want to make sure that you guys aren't, spinning into hit 6, of course. But right here, you can see I'm comfortable doing a couple of spins with Raheem Mostert, who again I believe is the best running back in Mutt. If you guys haven't got that 85 Raheem Mostert, make sure you guys go check it out. CMC making a defender fall is crazy. We're gonna actually slow this down. Okay, so this is just right here. So bang, you see 2 defenders that got you angled off a little bit. I'm gonna cut back to set up my blocks, and then right here I see 2 defenders coming from the right, so I juke out of there. One falls directly to the floor, and I'm able to go free, and no one's catching CMC and Regs for the most part, so he was off to the races. That was from a tournament game I played early on Players Lounge. If anyone is looking to play for cash and prizes, check out Players Lounge. They got daily tournaments, daily games for money if you want to get better at the game. It's a very good way to get better at the game and play good competition, putting up a little bit of cash for the prizes, right? So definitely could catch me on there as well. Mostert underneath, spin, off to the races, touchdown again, hurdling into this. I didn't speak on the hurdle as far as the move goes. It's just not a good move ever. You don't want to hurdle, get off your feet. You're going to fumble a lot more often. So do not use wide or hurdle unless you're just trying to make clips and embarrass your opponent. Go for it. Like, there's going to be times where you see me hurdle to try to make my opponent look silly, but that's the only time. Trying to be serious and put the best moves out there. Do not use the hurdle. You will fumble at a higher rate than the other moves, that's for sure. All right, there's Mostert one more time, and we got a couple more clips here of the moves in action. Jackson dropping back, getting it to Tyreek Hill. Look at all the defenders trying to angle me off. I juke, hit him with the spin, and that's what I was talking about, stringing them together. That's just holding right trigger, juke, then spin. There's a touchdown. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helps you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.